Yo, today is Saturday, January 10th, 2026. My name's Noah, and I'm here to keep myself accountable. One, it's backwards. 100. Today is day 100, man. That is nuts. That's absolutely crazy. I don't think I have ever committed to something um this effectively, doing something this consistently all the time, every day for this long. Same thing with streaming. Did it every single day for the last 4 months. Yeah, it's been longer than 100 days for streaming. And I gotta say, I'm really proud of myself. This is kind of what I was talking about in the beginning. Like, I want to keep this kind of vibe going. I want to be proud of myself. I want to be able to commit to something that is going to make me a better person in one way, shape, or form. And it's going to make me feel like I'm really doing what you know, doing something that I love and doing something that makes me happy. So as of day 100, I want to thank everyone who's, followed me so far, who likes watching these videos, who finds comfort in these videos, who relates, who doesn't, who anything. Just I seriously, like, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it like so much. It is it's insane to have these conversations with some of you guys, like on stream or in the comments or in my Discord. Like, it's just crazy. Um, I had a couple things that I wrote down over the last like week or two, and I'm just gonna go over them totally verbatim with you. Um, I remember about a week ago. This is where this one came from. It was a week ago or something, and I I had yes, that's what it was. I had gotten a headache from my headset, and bear with me if I already talked about this because I think it's really important to just talk about it again. But I got a headache from my headset, and then it had went away, and the day after, no, it wasn't my headset. It was just a headache that was like debilitating. And I typed this super late at night. I said, my headache lasted forever last night. I ended up being able to fall asleep. Then I woke up, I woke, I woke back up immediately at around 2 a.m. and I sat there for another 2 hours whining and complaining about my health. I just sort of got fed up. And this is what I said. I said, I'm young as fuck. What the hell am I doing? Why am I not taking care of myself? This is the 100th time I've had an issue and do nothing about it. I got my ass up, I took a shower, did my nightly routine that I didn't do prior, and made a decision that enough was enough. And I can't keep sitting here making excuses for why I am not who I want to be. That's all that all changes. That has to change now. Um, and I think that now as day 100 has approached, this was probably day 85 or day 90. It was pretty recently. I want to say that I've definitely done better at this since then, and I want to do even better. Off stream and off camera, whatever. I've been taking care of myself a bit better. Haven't really stepped into the gym much until today on day 100. I went to the gym. Used to be something I did normally. Now it's something that I'm insecure and unsure of myself about, which is crazy because it's like I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, I now have insecurities when I go to the gym, like more than I ever did before. So it's something that I'm working back up. Um, But yeah, it's something that I've been taking care of myself better off camera because I think it's really important, and I think it's one of the things that I got to do if I want to be proud of myself. Like, I see this guy who's gonna be, it's not even about being rich, mind you. It's actually about just being jacked, enriched, if that makes more sense. Like, not monetarily speaking, but just like in who I am, culture, like experience, like just these sorts of things. Um, and grounded and like, uh, grounded and maybe respected or at peace or content. Like, some of these things that I strive for, that I know that it's probably a laugh and a giggle when I'm 30. I probably won't be there because there's some things to be realistic about and some things to dream for. But I think that I can seriously, like, if I pursue what I'm pursuing now, that when I am, say, 30, I can be very proud of what I'm looking at, and that's just what I want to do. Like, proud of what the effort that I've put in and proud of what I'm looking at. Um, So I said, this is funny. I said it's time to care max. Fuck looks maxing. I'm going to from here on out document everything I do to take care of myself and slowly add things that I learn along the way until I feel like I'm literally invincible. Um, so to that point, is that that's not a daily thing. It's like, okay, today this is just an example. I didn't actually do this yet, but say I buy a cleanser and a moisturizer for my face. Okay, really small step. Tons and tons of people do it. But say I buy one and I like it and it's good and it's doing good for my skin and it's like okay, add that to the list and now that's a new thing that I've added to my schedule. It's like okay, now my day I need to do this, 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 and I feel way better when I do it. And it becomes this reoccurring thing or this list that it like lives and breathes with me of like what I need to do or what I've decided to do to take care of myself. And if anyone cares, I can like if something works for me, maybe it'll work for you. Because I think that kind of knowledge is just like so good. I don't know. I always get people like recommending products online or hearing these stories. People like, but I know nobody that I like anecdotally. I don't ever meet anyone or says these things about these products. Like I read stuff online, and then nobody actually says it's as good as it is, or stuff is confusing or whatever. Like I want to be like, uh, be able to guide people on that stuff too, because I have no clue. Like I am in the world of like I don't take care of myself well, my skin, my diet, my everything, and like everything you Google tells you something else, right? So I don't know. And then something that came to my attention today, which is a separate point, when I went into the gym. It doesn't have to do with self-conscious or, thoughts or anything like that, or, debilitating thoughts. It was like I realized that in this pursuit of trying to be proud of myself, like in the future, I have to kind of look at it as if it might sound weird, but as if everything is a montage. Like I'm the kind of person that really needs to hype myself up to do things, and and that comes in a lot of different shapes or forms. But for example, if I'm at the gym and like I'm not really listening to music and I'm kind of dozing off and I'm whatever, like I'm not gonna have a good workout. Like I can't force myself to tough through like some shitty workout or some shitty mood just naturally. Like I really can't. Like I literally have to be that cringe guy that you won't see it from a third perspective, but in my brain I'm literally there like I'm there like I have to play some crazy like super hype song or super like song that makes me feel really good and like in my head imagine as if like there's like a third eye view or bird's eye view or third person camera, sorry, of it being like, dude, that guy's like sick. Like, oh my God, like this edit is sick. Like thinking like trying to put myself literally as if it's like an edit. So that if I can like to pull it away from it being cringe is that if you then were to Uh, if there were to have been a camera recording me all the time, every day for the next, say, 5 years, then those 5 years of recording wouldn't all be for nothing. That you can see that like I was putting in work and trying and like motivating myself and pushing myself and I was determined and I had discipline and I made promises and I kept them and and then it resulted in who I am at that future date. Like I think that's kind of what I mean by this is that not that literally everything has to be a montage, but that like you don't have to be happy all the time, but I think I should be pushing all the time, if that makes sense. I think that's one of my answers to myself and how my personality works is that like I have to find a way to genuinely like push myself above and beyond every single day because I can't. Um, I hate saying I can't, but I think that understanding your personality and what you can do or how it works for you is important. Like I think everyone regardless of personality, can go to the gym and get the goals that they want, right? But I think that the way you approach that is different for every single person, and not every single person can do the exact same thing. So when I say I can't, I'm not saying I can't reach the goal. I'm saying that I can't reach that goal this way. Because I think it's really important to identify. Because if you sit there and you're that subconscious thought process of like, it's okay to say that you can't do this or it's impossible or whatever, like saying things that are seemingly not destructive when you say them out loud actually are, and it's like a part of your subconscious of like you beating yourself up in ways that you don't even realize that you're doing. So I think I try to avoid to say like I can't or it's impossible a lot. With this being said, today was my first time in the last 100 days or longer since I've been streaming. And I thought I should keep myself accountable to this, that I got so mad that I just ended stream on the dot. Like I was sitting here like this. I just finished the game, and the context was essentially I was playing League. A new season has started. I talked about this before, but long story short, I had to face a professional player. Like it's like putting an infant in front of Cristiano Ronaldo and expecting them to be on equal footing when you play soccer. I couldn't. I am the infant. Like I got demolished, I got whatever. But what makes me mad is that it's a professional players for a living, and they're on a brand new account, just shit stomping people for fun. And I was like, this is a common issue because I was smurfing all the time, whatever, whatever, whatever. But I don't know. The fact that it was like he was live streaming it, he was a professional, like smirking and like it was just I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. I made me really upset, and then that was reflected in me obviously, and then I wasn't reading messages that were making me happy either, so it was just an off day. But my point is that I'm disappointed in that because there's been times, I mean, if anyone's been keeping along, I broke my monitor on like day 30 or something like that. Like early on, I had a really rage-inducing stream and I broke my monitor. Like totally demolished it during stream. And then I was that mad, mind you, and I still then went live on my phone, streamed me going to the store, buying another one, streamed the setup, and then hooked it up and streamed more games afterwards. Like, it is unlike me. It is very, very unlike me to give up. Okay, that's one thing that I am not. I might fail. I might fail at many, many, many things. I might fail at streaming. I might fail at this YouTube posting. I might fail at the gym. I might fail at my job. I might fail literally anywhere. But you will never see me um checking out early, in order to like just give up. Like I never do it. And I don't know, it got to me today. Today I really it got to me. And I checked out early and I gave up. And I think it needed to happen for me to have this reflection where I realized that I never wanted to happen ever again. There could be reasons why I end stream early, like, real life reasons or whatever. But if it's just me purely getting mad at something in the video game, like that can't happen again. I can't let these minor hiccups get in the way of this long-term thing that I'm trying to envision. Like I have been the way I see it is I've been running down this tunnel for the last like 100 days, and I'm really hoping, to be honest with you, that's the way this stuff is. Is that like I've imagined and convinced myself that there's this light at the end of the tunnel that I will reach where I will like not reach all my goals because that's like that'll be detrimental to your mental health if you just think like everything is just a snap of the fingers and it's on the other side. But what I want to achieve is at the end of this tunnel. These goals that I've set or these goals that I dream of, they're at the end of this tunnel, and instead of the tunnel being like an end, it's an opening to more opportunity, right? And I can't see it. I can't see it. It's all the way so far away past beyond my render distance. And I think it's really important that I uh, always run. Like I just keep running down this tunnel. Like the day that I turn around and walk backwards is like not a day that I ever want to see, is what I'm trying to say. Like I don't want to give up. But what I did today is like it isn't the equivalent of taking a break. It's the equivalent of taking a couple steps backwards and on purpose. And I don't think that's what should happen. Stuff happens by accident when you end up, two steps forward, one step back. But it feels like I literally turned around today and took a couple steps backwards, and I don't want to do that ever again. So something that I gotta point out, that I gotta remember. Um, but yeah, day 100. I think I covered everything that I really wanted to talk about. Um, I think I literally want to cry because of how much I've really put myself out there. Um, I think I'll talk about this more tomorrow without my face. But yeah, this is a really big deal for me. I've been feeling a lot lately like I suck at streaming, although the numbers say otherwise. I hate looking at the numbers. It's one of those things that you can't ignore. It's there, and you have to look at it if you want to understand anything. But I really hate it. And although some of the numbers lately have been like technically reflecting the opposite, it's like I really feel like I could say it's like just looking straight at the camera. I really feel like I'm failing. I don't know why, but it feels like I'm failing, and I don't know by what metric or how I'm measuring that or what subconsciously is making me feel that way, but I got to figure it out. 'Cause it ain't right. But I feel like I'm failing, and I'm not doing someone or myself justice, or I'm not doing anything right. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope that I figure that out pretty soon here. But yeah, day 100. I didn't mean it to be a little gloomy, but I think it's really important and awesome to look back on what I've achieved so far, and maybe I got to give myself more pats on the back and more like appreciation, but I just see it as an opportunity to push even harder than I was before and, beat myself up more in some ways that are beneficial. Calling on myself on stuff that I said I got to do and then I didn't do. So today, if I were to put into two categories of the stuff that I'm upset about and stuff that I'm proud of myself about, is that I'm happy that I streamed. I'm happy that I posted my video. I'm happy that I finally went to the gym. I'm happy that I ate some food that was good and, did these things during the day. And then I'm really upset about the fact that I don't feel like I'm achieving the amount of quality that I could get in and out of my streams, and that I'm really upset about the way I treated my stream today because I should never do that. And by treated my stream, I mean ending it, like giving up on it. So I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said yesterday, it's a privilege as always. I hope you guys really believe that. Um, Thanks.